This is an additional Kaneki question. He expressed that he's still disgusted by Hmong culture. So I type in, why do some younger Hmong people feel disgusted by Hmong culture? And let us see what Chat GPT says and his thinking. There are a variety of reasons why some younger Hmong people may feel disgusted by their own Hmong culture. It is important to recognize that these reasons can vary widely based on individual experiences and perspectives. However, some potential factors that can contribute to these include, oh my gosh, Kaneki is like the number one, cultural conflicts. Younger Hmong people who grow up in Western societies may experience conflicts between the values and traditions of their Hmong culture and the values and norms of mainstream Western culture. This can create tension and frustration as they may feel a pressure to conform to both expectations. Internalized racism and discrimination. Hmong people, like many other minority groups, have faced discrimination and marginalization in the United States and other Western countries. Some younger Hmong people may internalize negative stereotypes or messages about their own culture, leading them to feel ashamed or disgusted by it. Generational conflicts, differences in values and beliefs between younger and older generations of young Hmong people can also create tensions and a sense of disconnection. Younger Hmong people may feel that their parents and elders are too traditional or conservative, while older Hmong people may view younger generations as disrespectful or disconnected from their culture. Trauma and loss. The Hmong people have a complex history of displacement, violence, and loss, particularly related to the Vietnam War and subsequent Hmong diaspora. Younger Hmong people may carry the weight of this history and feel disconnected from their culture as a result. It is important to note that feeling disgusted by one's culture is not unique to the Hmong community and is a complex issue that requires sensitivity and understanding. It is crucial for Hmong communities to create safe spaces to open dialogue and address the issues of cultural conflict and generational differences in a way that is respectful and constructive. God damn, Chat GPT, you are the SJW's social justice warrior's best tool. And that actually that came from just a general feeling of disgust from Kaneki. But some of the things that they list, I would say in Kaneki's case, that's true. Maybe he grew up in the West, there's a disconnect. There's generational conflicts for sure. That, there's differences and tensions between Kaneki and his parents and other Hmong people.
Hey,
Okay.
GPT, I'll tell you one thing. your shit ain't fucking right because
Well, they won't know your personal history. We didn't share your personal history with it, so it's doing what it can with just basically that. So it's giving us a general thing, But of course, you don't want to be telling. And they said that too. Just to let you guys know, if you want to try this Chat GPT, it's in beta or something. They're still working on it. They said do not share personal experiences. Yeah, because you don't know what Chat GPT will do with that. It'll go all Terminator on you. But okay, that's an amendment to the thing. But I think it's pretty interesting response nonetheless.
Oh wait! I think I got one more question.
Oh, okay, but you better hold on to this then. Okay.
One question is, why the hell are there Hmong gangs?
Okay. Why the hell are there THERE Hmong gangs? Gangsters, right?
Yeah,
Gangsters. Okay. Chat GPT.
Oh, the content may violate our content policy if you believe this is the air.
Okay.
I think we should say why the heck are there Hmong gangsters instead of the H.
Okay, so your input will aid in the research. Okay, so it's basically typing as this. It is important to recognize that gang involvement is not unique to the Hmong community, and that gang activity is a complex issue that arises from a variety of factors, including poverty, social marginalization, and a lack of access to resources and opportunity. And however, there are some specific reasons. Oh, you said specific. Okay, let's see what it says. Specific reasons why Hmong people may be involved in Hmong.
My ass, because there was enough resources
But despite
10 years ago.
well, I mean, yeah, from yours, but from my generation, there wasn't. You know, displacement and marginalization. Hmong people, particularly those who immigrate to the United States as refugees, that's true. Okay, the first generations, and that's where the gangsters were really prevalent. Was the first generation and second generation, and not really your generation, Kaneki, have experienced displacement, trauma, and marginalization. This can lead to feelings of isolation, disconnection from mainstream society, which can make individuals more vulnerable to joining gangs. Okay, cultural identity and pride. While many Hmong people take pride in their culture and heritage, some may also feel disconnected from their cultural roots, particularly if they grew up in a Western society. Gang involvement can provide a sense of community and belonging for some Hmong youth who feel disconnected from their culture. Economic hardship. Gang activity often arises from economic struggles and lack of access to resources and opportunity. I think that now that's true. That's not the case right now. There's a lot. In some cases, Hmong youth may turn to gang activity as a way to make money or access resources that they may not have access to otherwise. So peer pressure and social networks, like many forms of delinquent behavior, gang involvement often arises from peer pressure and a desire to fit in with a particular social group. Hmong youth may be influenced by peers who are already involved in gang activity. Okay, so yeah, it's I'm not reading that right, but okay. I mean, it's pretty general, but it's true. It's true that most Hmong people are not the only ones that join gangs and stuff like that. It actually.
It's not really because I can't really say because it's a kid, right?
Yeah, that's true. But it's generally it hits some of the check marks, and there's this is like a research level stuff. You can do you can do your PhD on this topic, so, but it's interesting that the Naruto clones, the Chat GPT clones, the bots are able to scour that and put it together in a really quick way. So okay. We're gonna take a break from this one.
I mean, I got one more.
Oh my gosh! Now Kaneki is really into this now. Okay, so hold on. Okay, let me type
let's try
that.
another question. Another question is, why does another married Hmong guy like to try and steal another married Hmong guy's wife?
So why does a married Hmong man try to steal another married Hmong man's wife? Okay, so
Oh my God! There's actually found an answer to it.
okay, so we're gonna get the niece out of here, and it's like okay, so we're going up here. Basically, it's starting to say it is difficult to generalize about individual motivations, and it's important to recognize that not all Hmong men behave in this way.
Gotta stop that.
However,
that is so false.
well, not all, dude. That means you do too. Then that means that means if you got your ass married, then you wouldn't.
I'm like the 10%, but I've seen 90% do it like no tomorrow.
You don't even hang around Hmong people 90% of the time. Stop your lying. However, there are few potential reasons why a married Hmong man might try to pursue another married Hmong man's wife. Cultural beliefs about gender roles. This could be good. In traditional Hmong culture, gender roles are often strongly defined, with Hmong expected to be providers and the women expected to be caretakers. Some men may feel that they are entitled to pursue the other women outside of their marriage, particularly if they view their own wife as not meeting their expectations as a caretaker or homemaker. I've heard that before. Pressure to have children. In some Hmong families, having children is a high priority, and some men may feel that they need to pursue other women in order to have children if their own wife is unable. That's actually true. I've heard that before. In the old way. That's how. Yeah.
That's the old way.
Yeah.
You
Yeah, I have actually heard it though. Infidelity and temptation, like people of any culture, many Hmong men may experience temptation and engage in infidelity for a variety of reasons. This could be related to dissatisfaction of their marriage, a desire for sexual variety, basically they just want to have sex, or other personal issues. Okay. So it's important to note that pursuing another person's spouse is generally considered unethical and disrespectful in many cultures. The Hmong community is no exception. Well, that's
no
true.
exception, my ass. They do
Yep.
like no fucking
Well,
tomorrow.
They
make movies like no fucking tomorrow about this shit.
well, yeah, but they do that in the West too, you know. So it's a human. I think it's a human thing too. But yeah, I get where you're going.
I've seen like 10 movies of this shit.
I've seen more than 10 movies of this in Western culture, David. You know, the Western culture's got us beat on that. But okay, so it's a fairly, you know, I think that this is just starting. So eventually in the future it might be even more complex. But it's pulling on other people's data. It's pulling from metadata. What they call metadata is all these, like Google, grabbing all this information from the net, putting it on there, and then these bots are directed to Naruto clone their way over there, and then come back and present the topic. So, and it generates it pretty quick, Kaneki. You gotta admit, so it's pretty quick.
Restart 12-minute mark for this.
Okay, okay. So we'll hit pause here. Okay.